Hi, me and Lise are at iFly Toronto in Whitby.
And this is Sports News.
We are heading towards the end of the year with some spectacular content, especially when the coronavirus keeps going up and down and making the immediate future uncertain. So good vibes come to us from one of the best European FPV pilots, Nazar Dorish, who shows his amazing skills together with 3 aerobatic airplanes in the Ukrainian sky. Sketchy, but at the same time, very cool.
Lisa and I had an amazing day at the Whitby Wind Tunnel here in Toronto. They are due to reopen after a big pandemic layoff on the 5th, and we'll get back later in the episode to then. So Christmas is done, the new year is coming, and I hope you're enjoying the holidays. I'm your host, Regan Tetlow, and this is the last episode of the 9th season with great news, interesting interviews, and only good aviation energy included. So please like our content, share it, and subscribe. And let's begin the one and the only Sports News. The FAI Hang Gliding and Paragliding Commission decided to award the 21st FAI World Hang Gliding Class 2 Championship to France in 22. The exemption, as per the CIVL internal regulations, was motivated by the fact that the competition will be organised at the same place and by the same team that worked at the previous HG Class 2 Worlds in Aspry-sur-Boche. The event is organised by ADPUL, the association that has organised the 20th FAI World Hang Gliding Class 2 Championship in 2017. The ADPUL is a non-profit organisation created in 2014 to promote and help the development of ultralight gliders. The task flying area will be the entire French Alps. The furthest turn point will be at less than 2.5 hours drive from the launch site. Top of the thermals being in the average of 3,000 to 4,000 metres. Takeoff will be by aerotow and electric self-launched from the Aspres airfield. The event starts on July the 23rd with the final ceremony on August the 6th. One of the best world paragliders, Benjamin Kellett, decided not to spend Christmas at home with his family, but to fly as far and as long as he could. He is now in New Zealand, where right now he's able to make long distance flights every day, spending more than 8 hours in the air without landing. Wow. On his last flight on the 25th of December, Kellett managed to take off at 1,045 metres and was a little slow getting to the first turn point. On the last leg, he got to 11,500 feet over Mount Bath. Unfortunately, that was the last decent thermal as a sea breeze came in strong from Omarama in the east. After 8.5 hours in the air, he slope landed, then relaunched on the other side to avoid landing in the valley and spending the next 24 hours walking out. More than 8 hours in the sky without an engine, without tow, without anything. And that really takes skills. So yesterday, me and my girlfriend Lisa Nandis were invited to visit the amazing iFly Toronto Whitby Indoor Skydiving Centre to check out their facilities and chat to the team who are working hard to get this tunnel back open to the public after a long shutdown due to the pandemic. I've known these people for many years from my work as a full-time skydiver in Spain, and it was really good to catch up with them again and to have a little fly in the tunnel too. Heading up the reopening is ex-French champion formation skydiver Manu Ars, together with Christy Turner and Josh Bennett. All 3 of them gave us a look into the workings of iFly. Hey Lise, what's happening?
I'm gonna fly with me.
Take to take an operation like this, which has been shut for all that time, to get it to a stage where you're open again and flying the first time? There must be so much that has to be done, training staff and getting everybody ready.
Sure, the recruiting, the setup, because we're changing the whole IT system, is a lot of things to do. also getting reach to people out there so that the community knows that we are going to reopen. This place has been closed for too long. The good thing though is that it comes fully equipped because it was operational, so we just have to do some maintenance check and then we're ready to go.
Here you are in Toronto. Fill us in.
Yeah, sure. So skydiving in Spain introduced me to tunnel flying. Tunnel flying introduced me to working at iFly in Manchester, and I've been in Manchester for about 7 years now.
As an instructor?
No, so I started as a receptionist and I kind of built my way up and I'm one of the assistant managers there now. Wow. And I'm here in Toronto helping to set up new tunnels here in iFly Toronto.
Now you're from Huddersfield?
I'm from Huddersfield.
So being in Manchester, it's not far. I mean, you've actually moved to Manchester, haven't you?
Yeah, I live in Manchester now.
And so which tunnels have you worked in?
I've worked all over with iFly before, so originally I started in iFly Manchester. I've spent time obviously in all the UK tunnels, some in France, Israel. I've been on the cruise ships there. I've been to a few in America, and now Canada's added to the bucket list, I suppose.
So the Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel is a place where you can find dozens of full-length interviews with my special guests, and now including Manu, Christy and Josh. Go and have a look after the show. So while I was enjoying my final few days in Doha at the Qatar Balloon Festival, other hot air balloon pilots were having fun at a completely different destination to fly, and it was Zanzibar. From the 14th to the 16th of December, they brought local residents closer to what the balloon sport is all about. Now the Ultra Magic Balloon Company released a summary video from the flights over the Indian Ocean, and it's really worth having a look. Ultra Magic is a ballooning company with experience of designing and manufacturing thousands of hot air balloons for customers, both private and commercial. And they are constantly aiming to provide the highest level of professional friendly service. The Zanzibar trip is their new way to find exotic markets to promote ballooning and deliver commercial flights as well. So twice in this season, we've shown you great content from German sailplane pilot Stefan Langer, who's made an amazing winter training camp in Namibia at the end of this year. Now he's already back home in his home country, but together with his videographer, he's prepared an absolutely outstanding showreel of the last 2 weeks of the journey to this African country. Take a look. I can't blame you if some of you are a little bit jealous about Stefan's journey to Africa and his amazing, stunning gliding flights. I know I am. So for those of you who are stuck in COVID quarantine or can't travel because of this COVID Omicron lockdown, Microsoft have something special. Really good software improvements of the sailplane flights in the flight simulator, and it looks superb. Microsoft Flight Simulator has had a pretty epic 2021 with all the improvements available to download for free for all the simulator owners. There's been a lot of new content added and a hefty expansion, and also the release of the sim on consoles. So if you can't fly in real life, this one is quite a good substitute. We think so anyway. Last time I met my second special guest was at the Qatar Balloon Festival. He's actually one of the best paramotor pilots worldwide, officially coach of the Qatar paramotor national team, but he's also got multiple other talents as well. Now he's back in Warsaw, Poland, and it's a good opportunity to summarise his last season. Let's talk with Paweł Lowak-Kozenski. We were at the Qatar Balloon Festival last week. I was running around trying to get to the bathroom and back, and you were taking shots, and you took some incredible shots as well, my friend.
Thank you so much. I was trying to do my best, but mostly I was focusing on my job because normally I'm a coach as a Kamil Mańkowski for a paramotor national Qatar team.
Yeah.
So there was some time to go and to for example, I took nice shots with balloons over sea line when I go to my work. So it was a nice connection because I go to the work and also I do nice shots. It was nice.
Tell me about your job then. Tell me about your job in Qatar and how did it start and how long you've been there, and just tell me a bit about it.
So first time I was there in 2016, I was joining national team for air show, and my job was to do some promo movie for this event. And so I was flying with paramotor, and my friend Christopher Mitsky was flying with the drone. Yeah. And in this time I get offer to be a second coach for the team. And my cooperation starts in 2019, in the beginning of 2019, because I finished my career in corporation, so corpo halas, let's say in Arabic language, and I start to work with the Qatar team, and now we are working very hard, but also results are very good, so everything is looking good for the future, yeah.
And you can find more interesting stories from this great Polish aviation athlete on our YouTube channel, so go and check in right there after the show. Last Saturday, an Ariane 5 launch vehicle launched the James Webb Space Telescope from the Ariane Launch Complex number 3 at Guyana Space Centre in Kourou, French Guiana. It's a much younger brother for the Hubble telescope, with much more possibilities to look inside the deep universe and back to the start of time. The James Webb Space Telescope, sometimes called the JWST or the Webb, is a large infrared telescope with a 6.5 metre primary mirror. Intended as a successor to the Hubble Space Telescope, the JWST was funded by 3 space agencies: NASA, the European Space Agency and the Canadian Space Agency. The telescope will be 100 times more powerful and will incorporate improved and different technologies to capture 70% more light. We can't wait to see the first photos from this incredible machine. Urban air mobility startup Archer Aviation announced this week that its Maker electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft has successfully completed its first hover flight. According to the company, the flight also included successful checks of the aircraft's flight control system and the end-to-end close of flight software. Archer says it plans to pursue an extensive flight test campaign through 2022. The 2-seat demonstrator is expected to be capable of travelling up to 60 miles at a top speed of 150 miles per hour. Archer is aiming to unveil a piloted 4-seat production intent model in 23 and launch an aerial ride-sharing service in late 2024. Big-scale aeromodelling is something that's always made a huge impression, even when someone doesn't feel the passion for aviation. And when you are able to see a Concorde flyable remote control model with a weight of 149 kilograms and 10 meters long, well, that's what is called a must-watch content. Take a look. RC Helijet released a video of the 4-turbine engine Concorde model last week during the German Horsin RC flight days. It's got a 4-meter wingspan and can carry 24 litres of fuel, giving this aircraft the possibility to spend more than 20 minutes in the air. It's extremely difficult and dangerous to fly such a heavy construction. Anyway, what a great reminder of this amazing aircraft that was actually grounded in 2004. Alright, ready for this week's Hall of Fame? Let's get into it. On the 22nd of December 1910, Helene Dutoué won the first Coupe Féminin by flying a Farman airplane 60.8 kilometers in 1 hour 9 minutes at Étampes. The Féminin Cup was established by Pierre-Antoine Baptiste René Lafayette, publisher of the Féminin, a ladies' magazine. A prize of 2,000 francs was awarded to the woman who had completed the longest flight of the year. On the 22nd of December 1945, test pilot Vern Louis Carstens made the first flight of a Beech Aircraft Corporation's new Beechcraft Model 35 Bonanza. 5 prototypes were built, the first 2 were used as static test articles, and the Beech 35 was in production from 1947 to 1982. On the 25th of December at Istres in the south of France, French World War I fighter ace and test pilot Raymond Delmonte flew a Caudron Raphael single-engine monoplane over a 3-kilometre straight course at an average speed of 505.85 kilometers per hour, setting a new FAI world record speed for land planes. On the 26th of December 1975, the Tupolev Tu-144S, operated by Aeroflot, was the first supersonic transport to enter commercial service when it flew a regular scheduled 2,000 miles route from Moscow Domodedovo Airport to Almaty, Kazakhstan, carrying mail and freight. There was a total of 16 Tu-144s completed. That's it for this week. How was your flight?
Oh, it's lovely. After 2 years, it's good to be back.
It certainly is. So this is it. It was another amazing journey together with you all, our viewers, with such great aviation and air sports news. Personally, for me, every season of this programme is an amazing adventure. It's giving you and me all the latest information and an opportunity to talk with so many great athletes and people from all in the aviation industry. So thank you very much for the 9th season, and yes, let's meet here again next week for season 10. So please don't forget to click like and share our content. It really helps to keep us going. And I'm going to leave you with some amazing synchro spiral dives performed by paramotor pilot Nicole Aubert and David Torino and filmed by drone pilot Ivan Marino. So stay safe and keep your eyes
On the skies.